it's a Saturday. We're covering college football.
I'll be Connery for the day, I guess. First off, happy Thanksgiving weekend.
Yeah.
Do you guys still celebrate when you're down here?
We do. My wife went to Turkey Tom's 2 days ago.
Awesome.
So we're ready for tomorrow.
Nice. Are you starting to get the buzz of opening night coming? Are you starting to feel it now?
Not really, not yet. Probably feel that more and more Monday.
Uh-huh.
I guess just because it's a Saturday and there's nothing really going on.
Right.
We have a day off tomorrow. So.
How, I guess then you probably can't answer this, but how ready do you feel in terms of the team? I mean, what have you liked so far? What have you not liked so far?
I think it's the same as a coach every year. You worry about, are they prepared enough? And then are you practicing with enough pace so that they can get ready to play with pace? And then what you're happy with is as camp progresses, you see more and more of the team identity start to come through in games, and you're starting to see, the players start to get ready, like for practices, get better and better through camp. So.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't see Pastor out there for the second session. Any problems with him?
Power play was over, so he told me I'm done. I said, okay. It's just, just a little maintenance, that's all. We wanted to get through power play that was scheduled.
What do you like about what Van Riemsdyk brings to the power play, especially in that position?
This is hand-eye coordination, how good he is at tipping pucks, screening, and also making plays from the goal line. Like, he's done it for so long that he seems to always be in the right spot at the right times.
Coach, what are those conversations like for you when you have to tell a guy that's kind of given his all during camp, but then he's not, he might be coming to Providence or elsewhere? Is it a tough thing to balance, like trying to keep their spirits up, but also letting them know that these are the things they need to work on to stay up here?
It is. When you're delivering news that isn't what they're hoping to hear, it doesn't matter what business you're in or what the situation calls for. Same thing as when I tell my kids, like, taking your phones away. They don't want that. The players don't kick and scream when we tell them. But it's hard, and today's a hard day, right? It just is, because everybody's aware, everybody's knows, you got to get down to a number at a certain point. So that's why I didn't particularly love practice, but the expectation of human nature, it comes into effect.
Were those conversations had with some of the guys that we didn't see out there today?
We're going to meet again right after I'm done with the scrum here, and go up and with Sweens and the rest of the staff and firm up everything.
What did you like from Jake's game this summer?
DeBrusque?
Yes.
Yeah. I just, one thing I like about Jay, besides what everyone sees the speed, they see the goal scoring, they see a guy that's willing to block shots for the team, and how his all-around game has really developed, because he's penalty kills now, we use him in every situation. I think the one thing is the quiet confidence that he has. Like, he can have like an oh my god bad shift and no effect on him. I'm gonna be fine next shift. I'll be good. He gives the team confidence, his line confidence, because he does have a swagger about him.
Did you get a sense on Boquist? It seemed like it was hard to get a read on who he is and what kind of player he was for you. Did he get to his threshold in terms of where he needed to be?
No, I don't think he did. I think it's always hard. Like anyone that comes in new, you're trying to acclimate. You're trying to understand how we want to play, and almost every player wants to do what you're asking of them. There's not many that want to go buck the trend and do it, go on their own page. So they're trying to assimilate that. They're also trying to find their way in a new city. They got a bunch of new teammates. They got, they're trying to find their comfort zone everywhere off the ice, and then they're trying to find their comfort zone on the ice. And it's a real short amount of time with the month of September before we start for real.
Coach, how nice is it? I mean, it's an obvious answer, but I mean, what is it like for Coach after last year you didn't have this to have Lindholm and McAvoy healthy to start the season?
But it's really nice. I think we can see, like, Charlie McAvoy seems to be really confident out there. He's demanding the puck, he's skating with purpose. He's had a tremendous camp, and the way he sets the tone in practice is what you look forward to from players like him and Lindholm.
Mm-hmm.
Did you have to hold your breath when Marshy kind of hit him towards the end of the practice?
No. You know, that's why, you know, the Bruins culture is good, because you get two of your best players competing hard against each other, you know, to make each other better.
Do you feel like that's going to be maybe a staple of this team this year, is that physicality, that with guys like him and even McAvoy, you know, throwing his weight around, like that's going to be maybe the trademark, if you will, of this team?
I hope so. We do. We want to be more physical than we were last year. We might have to, because we might not have the puck as much as we did last year. You know, we had the puck a lot last year. So that's a little bit of a byproduct, but particularly at the net fronts, we want to be more physical, defending it and getting to it. That's not really maybe hits. It's paying a price physically to win that battle.
And have you noticed that the sort of not having the puck as much, is that something that you've noticed in preseason, that you're now saying we got to tinker here, maybe here or there?
No, it was kind of an expectation. And if I look back at last year in training camp, I had the same thoughts. Like, we don't have the puck enough, we don't have the puck enough. And then it started for real, we had the puck a lot. So hopefully the same thing happens.
For you right now, Geeky and Brown, are they right wings or centers?
They're both. I love players with that kind of versatility, you know, and I think both of them have gotten significantly better in camp. Geeky was really good today in practice, you know, and today he was playing right wing and center in the scrimmage part we had, and he looked equally comfortable in both, which is, again, that's just a luxury for when you're behind the bench and you have players that can play 2 or 3 forward positions.
A couple former players obviously coming in for the season opener here, Taylor Hall, Nick Foligno. What was Nick like as a leader behind the scenes, the stuff that we didn't see?
Just an incredibly thoughtful teammate, person. Can't say enough good things about him, to be honest. Like, he called me and left like a 2-minute message when my mom passed away. You know, that's the kind of person he is. And you don't, you know, to be aware, like, he's got his own life going on. He's got his 3 kids. They're in a new situation. He's in a new organization, trying to, you know, be a leader, but that's what he did. He was thoughtful about his teammates. He was aware, and he also held people accountable if they weren't, like practicing the right way or doing the right thing on the ice, you know. And he did it in a positive fashion, but he was firm.
Yeah. Jake just told me how when he was injured after the Winter Classic, Nick had his wife make a bunch of soup for him, stuff, and bring it over to him.
That is a perfect example, right?
Yeah.
And it's just, can't say enough great things about him, to be honest.
Good. Thanks, Coach.